Hello, hello. Good morning, good afternoon, and good evening, wherever you are in the world. Welcome to today's panel. We have some guests here today, and I'm just going to start it off. We're just all going to jump in here randomly, but we get a lot of questions about why do you choose the type of business model that we're doing versus something else? And we've all experienced some different conversations with people who have looked at, well, why not a franchise? Why not this business model like Amazon or Etsy or anything like that? So we're going to talk about those things and maybe help hopefully provide you some value and some information. So I'm going to start actually right away. I will start right away. My name is Julie, and I live in Oregon, USA. And I wanted to share one of the big things that I have discovered, and we see it quite often in our business community, is people have been doing the FBA, selling things on Amazon. And the reason I want to mention that is because one of the main things that they talk about, people that have actually done it, I have not done it, but I've researched it a little bit, is they talk about how they have to source their own products because you have to have a product to sell, right? So they source their own products, they have to unpack it all, they look at it, they have to make sure it looks okay, and then they package it again, and then they have to ship it to Amazon, which charges them a fee to hold their products. And when I was looking at these fees and also listening to some of these people who have done this FBA, they said it was either $1 an item or like $50 a month, but they also charge, Amazon charges $10,000 to $30,000 just on a retainer. You have to have that money cash to them just in case something happens, or it's a security, I guess, for Amazon to hold all of your products for you and distribute all of that. So I didn't think that was very good business model for me. So I just thought I'd jump in and start with that one. So what do you guys think? Why this business?
Well, I'll jump in next, I guess. Why I chose this business compared to other models is before I started this business, I did go online searching for, like say, I was looking for an opportunity to make money while working at home. And I joined this one, I can't even remember what it was now. It was online. And I paid, I think it was $350, $375. Well, it was a lot of money, especially for a single mother. And so when I joined it, I figured, everything will be there for me because I'm not, like say, I'm not computer literate or anything like that. Never owned a business before. I just wanted a way to make money at home, like so many of us do. And but once I joined in, I had to do all the other research and get all these platforms set up and pay for these platforms myself. That after I spent probably a couple $1,000, I had to stop it because it just kept going and going and going. So, when I came across this one, I was skeptical. I was nervous, but when I paid the $149, that was it. Like our platforms were set up, our training was set up. So, yeah, that's why I prefer this platform over any of the other ones I've seen. That was my incident.
Yeah, and I think for me, I'm Kim. I'm from Alberta. For me, it was a little bit piece of that as well. It was that automation piece and knowing that I didn't, I wasn't wanting to start a business where I was having to search out my products that I was going to be, selling, and searching them out, doing the research, ordering them in, stocking supply in, and then having to sort of then ship that kind of stuff out. Like that's a lot of extra work. And really, so finding, a distributor or somebody that you could connect with where they actually do all the distribution of the products themselves, all the shipping, that's like a whole nother piece or a layer that we don't have to be involved in, which is really, really nice and a huge time saver and cost saver too, right?
No, absolutely, absolutely. The whole part of not having to have a room set aside just for products themselves. That is great that we don't have to handle nothing like that.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, automation is key. It is so crucial to have that automation, and that's what people are looking for, and that's why they're spending all this money with these other companies, but they don't have the training behind it. The automation is great. They have automation, but they don't have the training like you talked about, Wanda. It costs you hundreds and then into thousands of dollars. And I've seen that too. We actually have a digital summit coming to our area, And I was looking at it going, well, these are some interesting topics, but they were charging $800 or $600. It was $800 if you wanted like a special mastermind class or something. But when I looked at the topics they were having, this is $600 or $800, right? And these are all the things that are included in our 149 training that's always updated. So yeah, I know what you're talking about.
It's
Constantly. One time, love it.
one time price,
Yeah.
Yeah. For example, for me, girls, because I'm coming from a health field, and I was thinking to start an online business. I didn't have an idea from where to start. I searched and I saw many businesses have monthly fee. You have to write, but I couldn't write some, because English is not my first language. You have to find a product. I didn't know how to find a product. You have to find the supplier. I didn't know how to do this one. And I was searching it to find exactly that one what I need to be very easy for me. And this one, when I found, I was so happy because we have only one-time fee and everything is done for us. Because when you start a business, for example, for me, I'm getting very easy frustrated if I see that I don't understand something and I don't have somebody to ask. I easily give up, because I said, oh, this one is not for me, because anxiety, frustrated, when you are busy with kids, with family, and your business doesn't go so smooth, you give up. But if you have, for example, we have coach, we have our mentors, our coaches, and it's awesome because every time you can ask, and even if at the moment you get frustrated or anxious because you don't know what you have to do, you can write, you can ask, you can call and ask, and it's awesome.
That's a really good point, Lena. That is a really common response we hear from people is, they just get frustrated or they give up because they don't have that support. So yeah, thank you for sharing that. That is a really valid point.
Do you know what comes to mind when I was, all of these parties, you're always invited to all of these parties online, Tupperware, Avon, those sheets, like you're bombarded with people and trying to invite you, to their party so they can make a bit of income. Because most everyone, and it seems to me, is a lot of women, a lot of mothers looking for the extra income for their families. But then you're looking at, they're always hosting these parties. You got to show the products. You got to keep, you got boxes and boxes of, how much Tupperware do you need? Seriously, like you don't need it, right? And you got to play these games in order to get people interested. And you're always bugging. Well, I shouldn't say bugging because, but yes, their family, their friends to say, invite your friends, get them into my party so I can make $150 or get 10% off my order. And we don't do that. And that's why we don't bug nobody. I don't, you don't go on the street and say, hey, do you want to buy my Tupperware? Like we don't bug anybody. We don't make no phone calls. We don't do any of the things that are outside of your comfort zone. Who wants to talk to a stranger about, potato peelers or that kind of stuff, right? And we don't do that. And that was a big thing I found. You're not going out there. You're not that pushy salesperson. The vacuum cleaner used to come to your door with his vacuum cleaner. He's set up in your house, and your mother would be. Remember him? We're not that person.
Answer those doors a couple of times.
Yeah.
Oh, I know. There's there's no going door to door. Like everything is online. Like Judy said, it's automated. So once you're in, and everything is set up for you. So this is a lot different than a normal brick and mortar job.
Yeah, and I know.
Oh, sorry. Go ahead, Lena.
And I know that many people who wants to work online, they want right away to be like a millionaire, but it's not normal, because if it's real business, you don't get millionaire over the night.
No.
You have to put some power in your business. You have to develop your business. You have to to have that business to be like your child. Yeah, you have to take care, you have to check, you have to, and nobody's pushing you. Yeah, nobody's pushing you. You are doing when you want. You can lie in your bed to check, you can be outside, you can walk and check your business, you don't have to stay at your desk, and yeah, I like this. Yeah.
Yeah. And for, I guess there's two Kims on here, but I'll do the Kimberly. When Kimberly was commenting on about Tupperware and only making like maybe $150 and you just bugged all your family and friends, I just saw something come across a news feed out of mine, and I looked into it a little bit just out of curiosity because so many people were like registering for it. And I was like, wow, what is this? And it was, if you put $25,000 down, they can guarantee you $500 a month in this some sort of like a stock thing. And I'm like, oh my gosh. And there was like 1,000 people that signed up for it. And then it said on top of that, you had the coaching and mentoring at $79 a month. So there's so many different things out there, which is why I think we run into this question a lot, because people do, like you said, Wanda, they just feel like they're scammed because over and over, it's always an extra cost or, an extra thing that comes up. And, anyway, but what I was going to say also is, since Kim is back on also, she jumped off and back on, when you were talking, Lena, about the portability and flexibility and you don't have to be in your office. Well, where are you at, Kim?
Yeah, I'm at the lake. That's what's great. Yeah, I'm at the lake, which is nice. And that's what I was really looking for, was something that was portable, right? That I wasn't tied down to brick and mortar or shipping, right? Having to be at my home shipping products somewhere or things like that. So I literally can run my business from anywhere. My laptop, my phone, that's all I need. And that's the great thing about this business. And it's a good fit for me. Will allow us to spend time at the lake or travel. And that's what we're looking for, right? And you don't have to be, we're global as well. And so we work in a number of different time zones. And that's nice as well, is that it's not just, 9 to 5 Mountain Standard Time. It's running around the clock, and the internet is open 24/7. And so that's what, you want to leverage that capability to maximize sort of round the clock business and customers market.
Yeah.
So I have one last question here as we wrap things up, as far as talking about business models and other businesses. Let's talk a little bit about franchises, because I know a couple of us on here, I know, really dug deep into that. But is there any comments about franchises? Why would you choose this business model over a franchise?
Well, I'm one of those people.
Because this one is cheap.
My husband and I, we were looking at Tim Hortons, right? Like that was, we're from Canada. That's a big franchise here, and it's a big investment. And usually takes a good 5 to 7 years before you see a return on that investment. So for us, there was a couple things. One, Lena, you hit it right on the head, is cost, right? A fraction of the cost, much more doable. And then, with this kind of a business, you're not tied down. But what's really great with our business is it actually is a little bit of a franchise model, because everything you do is laid out very similar to a franchise. The steps you take, how you set up your business, your marketing model, all of that model is there. You just walk through it and tailor it to yourself and set up your business. And so it has that franchise feel, which is really great.
And
I really like that too.
And Kim, if you had to have gone ahead and got went in with Tim Hortons, how often you think you would be able to travel to take your holidays, or would you be steady doing scheduling of staff and people not showing up and all that? So there's that big headache on top of it also.
Yeah, we wouldn't be at the lake, that's for sure.
No.
That's exactly it. And I think that's where the more we looked at it, the more we realized that we weren't going to get that extra vacation time that we were looking for. It's exactly it. Like, you have to be on top of your business. You have to be scheduling people. If people don't show up, then you're the one that goes in and shows up, right? So It's really great. You know, I can be at the lake now and, you know, we'll do a few hours of business this morning, get up early, do my business, and then shut the laptop and I can go enjoy the rest of the day. And my business is still running, which is good.
Yeah. For example, yesterday we went, our family went to Vancouver Island, to Victoria, to explore, and my business was with me and my cell phone, and when I had something to reply to my leads, I was there, I checked, I replied, I closed, and go on.
Yeah. One of the big things that I know we were one of the ones also that looked deeply into franchises, and you hit the nail on, you hit all the points there. But one of the things I run into that people, even including people that we know that own franchises, is they bought franchises because they wanted to have the security and the training that was already in place. They wanted to have that system in place is what they were looking for. So that's one thing that really, really attracted me to this business model, is because the systems were already in place, all the training was in place, and we didn't have to pay, you know, $200,000, $500,000, you know, for like a franchise. So I do love that franchise feel as well. Well, I'm going to start wrapping up here. If anyone has anything to say, jump on now as we close up.
Yeah, come on, guys. We are here for you. Start your online business. Don't wait for another one.
Well, hopefully we did provide some value to you. This is a very common question that we are asked, so please reach out to any of us here. We're here to help you. We are global and we are all time zones, so we've got you covered. So until next time, everybody have a great day wherever you are in the world. Bye-bye.
Thank you.
Bye.
Bye. Bye.